Hello, this is my professor Simone.
Hello, I'm Ade. I'm Simone Anselmi, and I teach at Syracuse University a course named Made in Italy. This course is about, a journey about the Made in Italy, quality, luxury, sustainable type of production that is mostly done by not so famous worldwide known brands, but by usually smaller artisans. We kind of analyze some of the key, not only made in Italy, excellent products, but they made typical in Florence. So we went to a jewelry place that is really the Florentine tradition that has been, going on for years and years, hundreds of years. And we saw how, to work the gold and the silver of jewelries by sort of startup that started 2 years ago. Is called Linfa Jewelry. So it's a new company by a young woman that decided to leave the previous jobs and just to become an entrepreneur doing little objects. Then we went to a company that instead has a long tradition itself, so not only a Florence tradition, but a tradition of this company. It's called Scuola del Cuoio, that has been one of the first company who started to produce the leather made in Florence, with the tradition, with the fact that there is a combination between the suppliers and the producers. In particular, the suppliers, most important for the production of a leather object, is the tanneries that are traditionally in Tuscany, in a place in between Florence and Pisa, close Santa Croce.
We also toured their brother company.
And then they have a parent company called Stefano Berner that produces shoes. Even there, from generation, is more modern company that's expanding more, having offices in the States. And then we went to another typical place of Florence that is perfumery. We went to a place called Aquaflor. That is
Aquaflor, that was beautiful.
Yes, because that actually the tradition of making perfume in Florence goes back to the Renaissance and Caterina de' Medici, who was the first one who invented the business of perfume. And so artisanal, handmade perfume. And then we ended up with another artisanal part in food, that is ice cream. We visited a lab of artisanal ice cream. They're all connected with this idea of handmade, of passion for the product, high quality ingredients or materials or raw materials.
And all local based.
Yeah. I think there are some cultural differences on the approach on luxury between Italy and the US. I think that especially living in Florence, we had the possibility to see not just the most famous big luxury brands that are known globally, internationally, in the US, in Asia, all over the world, but I think that we have the possibility to access more local companies that have traditionally the workshop based in Florence, and we have the possibility not only to see the products that they manufacture, but also to see the production process. In Italy, I think that sometimes we summarize them all with choosing quality over quantity. That is one of the key principles for sustainability. And choosing quality versus quantity means have an approach with consumption that is different, is more conscious.
All of the places that we visited all had very unique and distinct natural resources, which are the origins of their entire company and the basis of it. So that was just interesting for me, because in Puerto Rico everything is imported. We have good coffee and sugar, but everything else is imported.
A lot. You can really have a total look totally made in Florence, and a dish totally made here, 0 kilometers. Yes.
Exactly. But that's why it's called Made in Italy.
Yeah. This is the reason why. Yes.
Full circle.
Yes. Grazie, Madi. Thank you.
Thank you, Simone.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello.
Ciao.
I'm Maddie, and this is my roommate, Kira.
I'm Kira.
Kira and I decided to stay in a homestay family during our summer abroad program here in Florence, and we wanted to talk a little bit about the homestay experience.
So we live with a mom, a dad, and their 17-year-old son, and they also are hosting another student who goes to grad school, I think, and she's 23. She's from Japan.
Camila, Giancarlo, Giovanni, and Naloka, and Kira and I.
So we have school around 9:30. When we wake up, Camila already has breakfast set out for us. I have my little coffee, my little biscuit, then I go to class.
We usually spend like the whole day in class or like doing field trips or in the city, and then we come back around like 5, 4, 6,
later in the day.
And by the time we're back, we like chill in our rooms or hang out with the family, shower, get ready, and we have dinners. The food is just excellent. Giancarlo's
the best cook ever.
Sometimes we have dinner with the family, all of us together. Sometimes it's just like the kids, so it's like us two, Naloka and Giovanni, or just us two, or even sometimes alone. It's normally like pasta, vegetables, some kind of vegetable, fruits with cheese for like dessert, or gelato.
It's definitely a great perk of living in a homestay because everyone we know who's in the hotels, they either have to go eat out or they don't have a great meal at the hotel. Whereas our food is also free.
Yeah.
And we get an excellent meal every single night.
Yeah, like it's never missed. And we also watch Sometimes Cook, so we'll like learn a little bit about like Italian cuisine. We also bond a lot with the family. I remember for La Coppa Italia, the soccer game, we watched the game of Firenze and Milan, and Firenze lost, sadly, but it was really nice to see everyone like together, and they were so passionate. They had the flag out, the shirt,
and if you keep the windows open anytime someone scores a goal, you can like hear the whole city goes crazy.
Also, like here outside the community we live in, like in this neighborhood, it's like 2 different buildings parallel to each other, and there's always like people singing, music, you hear guitar playing, like it's just people so nice. Yeah. We really got to like immerse ourselves into the Italian culture in a way that I feel like I wouldn't have experienced if I lived in the hotel or in a dorm. Both Camila and Giancarlo are architects, and so Giancarlo would always show me his plans, like all his sketches and his like previous works. He made his own table like by scratch, how he designed it, the whole process. It's so interesting to learn about, so like I loved just sitting with Giancarlo and like looking at his previous sketches and like what he's done before.
Another important thing to know about homestays is that the families who do it like really want to do it so that the kids get to learn more. Like I think our family has been doing it for almost 13 years.
Yeah, for a long time.
And they've been doing it for a long time. So I feel like you get really lucky with the people who you get to meet because they aren't doing this for the money. They aren't doing this because they have to. It's because they want to, and they want to create that experience for the students.
And I like the location too because we're really close to the school. It's like a 5-minute walk, and there's a little cafe nearby where I always sit and do work. The perfect location, perfect house, perfect family. Like yes. I just love it. It was really fun to also talk with the other kids. I know we went to eat gelato with Giovanni one night. He took us to his favorite like authentic gelato spot because apparently there's some really fake, not very good gelato spots.
He showed us what the best was, and it was delicious.
It was amazing. Staying in a homestay has definitely been probably the best decision I made while studying abroad. I feel like it provides like a kind of support while you're away. It's really nice to know that you have someone that you can ask for advice. Oh, where can I get a taxi? What number should I call? What's your favorite cafe spot? Like anything really, like they're always here to help, and like even just to sit down and talk in the morning sometimes. Today we learned how to make tomato sauce with Camila. She taught us how easy and quick it is. It was very nice.
Even coming home and knowing that there will be people home who are excited to see you is like such a nice feeling that you wouldn't get if you're staying at a hotel.
I love them so much. I'm so sad to leave tomorrow.
I don't want to leave.
Oh, we didn't even mention Winston.
Winston the pug.
There's another member to the family which we forgot to mention, which is Winston. Winston is the cutest.
We love Winston. He's so funny. He's the king of this house.
He really is. So living in a homestay, we eat 5 times a week. So we'll have breakfast every day of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and dinners as well. And obviously, if one night, I'm gonna eat dinner with my friends, we text through a WhatsApp group chat, letting them know a couple hours in advance that we're not gonna be eating dinner that day, and so they don't prepare for us. They also do our laundry once a week, so I think every Friday or Thursday our laundry was done, which is very nice. So it's definitely a great system and option if you are studying abroad. I would highly recommend staying in a homestay. It is the most loving and amazing experience ever. You will learn so much and you make such good relationships with people. Yeah.
Gonna miss them.
You. Okay. Bye bye. Ciao.
Ciao.